Now, for Evan Gershkovich, today is not a happy birthday as he spends it inside a Russian prison. The Wall Street Journal reporter has been detained in Moscow for the last 7 months, accused of spying.
But there may be some hope, as President Biden has assured Evan's family that they will bring him home. Well, joining us now is the world coverage chief for the Wall Street Journal, Gordon Fairclough. Gordon, when will Evan be able to return home? The big question.
That is the big question, and unfortunately, we have very little insight into that. We don't even know when he is likely to come to trial. Prosecutors in Russia haven't said publicly when that might take place.
Gordon, thank you for joining us again. It's such a horrendous story, and it's one that all of his colleagues within the news organisation want to support him on, and quite rightly. Biden, I can only imagine what Evan's family and friends are going through. Do Biden's words ring true? Do they give comfort to the family, or is it rhetoric that washes over? What are your thoughts on that, Gordon?
Well, the president has reached out directly to the family and assured them, as he's assured us, and in his public comments, that this is an extremely high priority for the president and for his administration.
And Gordon, for our viewers and listeners who might be unfamiliar with the story, with Evan's story, can you just take us back to a year ago when this initially happened and what has happened in the time since?
So Evan was out doing his job, reporting, and was taken into custody by state security agents in Russia. We found out after losing contact with him, we found out the next morning a statement from the FSB, the Russian intelligence service, that he was being accused of espionage, which is something that's completely false and ridiculous. And he's been held ever since. He's been denied bail multiple times. The Russian government has not been very cooperative in allowing consular visits, but he has had a few in his 7 months in custody, and we're really hoping to get him out as soon as we can.
Final question, Gordon. Sorry, Nick, if I could just say, again, in layman's person's terms, whatever Nick said, and I think it's right, what needs to be done? The President of the United States of America, the leader of the free world, says we'll bring him home. I mean, this is obviously political games from Russia. A totally innocent man whose life is being, treated and problems are being caused. What needs to be done in layman's terms, Gordon?
I mean, it's incredibly frustrating to see a colleague and a friend being held hostage, essentially, to geopolitics. And I think that Russian officials have dropped hints about an openness to a prisoner exchange, and that may ultimately be the way this gets resolved.
Listen, Gordon, all of us, all of his colleagues across the world will continue to fight for Evan's release on his birthday today. We really appreciate you joining us. And, of course, it is a fight that we must not give up. Thank you so much indeed for joining us.